Welcome everybody once again to the stream. We're going to be going, but whoops, kind of just clicking around here. Oh well, I get to cut that part out, don't I? So I just went ahead and did the chaos milestones. But tonight, guys, I am unveiling a couple of different infographics that I've been working on. So the skill boss node has already been posted publicly, as well as in my server. And the other one we'll be going over this evening is the war room style infographic, war room strategy, if you will. And so I'm looking forward to that. And I'm going to go ahead and begin streaming for YouTube here pretty quick, just so I can cut this out and trim this and make it easy. So let me see here. I'm trying to do like 4 things at once. This stupid flippin' XSplit VCam absolutely put me so far behind. I just had no intention of that happening, but you can't control your circumstances, it would seem. So, okay, so that's where that is. So. Okay. Good deal. So I'm going to flip over to this right now. So the first thing I think we're going to go over before I actually start my infographic stuff is the blog post. It was pretty short and sweet, so if you didn't get a chance to read through that, I'll go over the blog post right now. But there's going to be orange gear updates to gear tier 14 and 15 mini uniques. They will now be available in 2 campaign nodes each instead of 1. That's a big deal. And you're going to get more of them, it looks like. So there will be more in the Ultra Store, 4 times more mini uniques and 2 times more gear quantities. And in the War Store, the quantities will be updated to 6. So those are much appreciated improvements. The ISO 8 update as well. So people can get more characters to ISO Blue level 3. So that's also welcome. Avengers Tower returns April 7th at 5 p.m. Pacific Daylight Savings Time. So be looking for that. I don't really love Tower, but it is what it is. So the Gamma Raid orbs, make sure to open those, and then your weekly events. You'll have 20% off all gear in the gold main store, and 20% off hitting the refresh button. So I don't know if we've seen anything like this before. That'll be interesting. Then the 4 Asgard, the Gamma Raids, and then the Black Bolt legendary events back, the Negasonic Blitz, and then there will be 2 times gold rewards from campaign. That's going to be pretty nice, April 5th. So. Then Wong's Blitz, the first run will be April 7th at 5 p.m. That'll be something to take note of, but that's pretty much the entire blog post. So I'm not going to stay onto that too long. And so at this point, I'm going to go ahead and start. I'm going to go ahead and start my YouTube video. So yeah, I'll be switching over to my infographics here in just a second, but. Yeah, I also have a new intro video as well that I'm excited to debut. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it, guys. All right, so the first infographic that we have this evening is the guide and kill order for the skill boss. So I have been talking with a lot of different people. And I have argued with quite a few people as to what all is the most important thing to do. Obviously, everyone agrees, taking Doom out quickly is the goal. But to the best of my experience, and after deliberating with a lot of different people, this is what we came up with. And we feel like that this is a very good start and some decent advice for how to prepare for this node. So the first turn, you're going to want to have Kestrel Special available. You're going to want to use that onto Doom. So that's going to apply defense down to those 5 characters. And that'll be pretty important because when Captain Sam ults next turn, he's going to do quite a bit of damage to those 5 characters, as well as proc Kestrel passive. So that'll be doing extra damage. Shang-Chi with his ultimate will do a lot of damage. Be mindful, if your team is very strong, you need to watch out because you can drop Doom too low too fast before Sharon Carter can use her special. So over in the goals, that's why I say take him out quickly but carefully. When ability block from Sharon Carter lands, the gates are kind of wide open. And it's best to take him out as quickly as possible because stuff can just go wrong if you're not careful. Thanos can get his taunt down and force you to attack him and all that jazz. So lots of not fun stuff. And so Maria Hill will use her special generally onto Hawkeye, which might sound strange, but he will generally be the lowest of the 5 people that you've been attacking. And so as not to aggravate Doom with another, lots of damage and Kestrel passive, it's best to just go ahead and take him out and take it slow. So then Sharon Carter has the ability to put her ability block down onto Doom, and that is the best start that you can hope for. You're going to go ahead and Kestrel ultimate Taskmaster at this point, so he will have already ulted, but stripping all of the positive effects from him after he's done that and retaliated a few times, or gotten assists or whatever. That's pretty important. So that way, when he goes to stun people, he didn't have as much chance to land that. So pretty important. Taskmaster will be the 3rd one that you kill in that wave. Doom being 2nd, Hawkeye being 1st, and then Ghost. You'll want to go ahead and take her out as best as possible. But the wave transitions are sort of strange for this boss node. So be careful and pay attention. There's no reason to be surprised when characters are dropping down, but this is a little bit different in that it happens in 2 phases. So when 2 enemies remain, the first part of Wave 2 will drop. So as you can see there, Phase 1 after Hawkeye, Doom, and Taskmaster are all dead. The enemy Corvus Glaive and enemy Ebony Maw will drop. And after you've finished off Ghost and the 2 Polarises, the other 2, Ghost and Taskmaster, will drop from Wave 2. So it's not technically different waves because depending on your splash damage, you can actually pop it where, where they come out around pretty close to the same time. So, but... once you've gotten through Wave 1, I would say the only other trouble can actually come from Wave 3. Crystal does a surprising amount of damage. Ebony Maw's ultimate will heal everybody back up. And Polaris ultimate does damage. Corvus can kind of snipe people out sometimes. So if he gets his opportunity to use his special, you need to be pretty careful because he can just one-shot somebody, and that'll cost you heals. So, but and Taskmaster, like I said, with his ultimate. So this is the second thing in goals. Even though his blind is going to land on some people, and the stun from his special is particularly annoying, it's not a death sentence if they land. If blind lands onto Shang-Chi, you might have a little bit harder time, but it's just going to mean that you're going to play the node slower, and that's not even necessarily a bad thing. I generally don't struggle with timing out on this node, so. But, that's pretty much all I have for this. A lot of the other notes that we talked about, there were a couple of things that just didn't quite make it in, but, the Taskmasters are good to focus down despite the fact that they will retaliate. What I would recommend is just don't attack Taskmaster directly with Kestrel. She tends to be the one with the most positive effects and like immunity and stuff that you really don't want him to have. So just be mindful of that. I couldn't really include that on there in any capacity, but once you get through Doom, it's generally pretty smooth sailing. But the 2 Polaris ults in the beginning, the Taskmaster ult, if Ghost is also able to ult, you can find yourself in kind of a bad spot going into Wave 2. So it's best if you can take her down before, but it's not of paramount importance. So, but yeah, guys, that's my guide and kill order for the skill boss. And when I've used this strategy, I have been pretty successful. So I'd love to hear your guys' feedback after using this and tell me what you think, the success stories you have and the failures, and what maybe I need to change on this graphic. I'm always open to new ideas and different explanations. So let me know what you think over in the server, and we're going to go ahead and flip over to the second infographic at this point, which is the War Room strategy. And this one, whoops, oh my goodness, grabbed the wrong bloody thing. Sorry about that, y'all. So, one of my pals on Discord reached out to me and decided that we should collaborate and make this War Room strategy. So the one that I have right here is a little bit different than the one that's current in Discord, but it will be updated here shortly. So just haven't had a chance to do that yet, what with the technical difficulties and whatnot that we experienced. So this is supposed to be a general option for you in setting up your war room, whether as a captain or as a leader. There are rooms that you need to protect, and there are rooms that might not be as important as you think they are. For example, some people do value bridge, but it gives those 10 unique, positive effects, which are all random, plus it's 200 points. And same with reactor, it applies disrupted to all attacking enemies, and then it's 100 points, so shouldn't it be worth something? But in the higher tiers of play, it's really all about how quickly you can get through the enemy team's defense. It's not really a matter of whether or not you can beat the teams. Everybody has really strong offenses generally, so it's pretty much a race. But your layer under flight deck 1, 2, and 3, or your row, if you will, has cargo bay and bridge and reactor. And these are generally considered to be the 3 least valuable rooms, though I do value cargo bay. It's just, they're just not that important. And you've got to set them up on the top to block people out. You generally do want strong defenses in cargo bay, though it's kind of scary that, oh wow, if they go down flight deck 1, the first thing they could hit is cargo bay, and then into armory. What you're looking at with this setup is 2 rooms that are double buffed. So you have both your armory and your barracks that are going to possess defense up and defense down, as well as engineering being in the center of the setup, such that it gives defense up to 4 rooms instead of 3, which is the case anywhere else in this setup. So you're really maximizing engineering's adjacent buff that it gives, and you've got a really tricky setup with where security is located as well, because it's gonna, like I said, it applies double buffs in barracks and armory, so that's always nice. And your med bay is a lot more important than people think, I believe, because the 40% max health, we've seen what happens when entire teams are updated to have like plus 20 or plus 30% max health. It can completely change the dynamic of that team. So in this case, 40% is a massive stat boost. and you got to protect this and keep it pretty safe. So you generally want to stack the highest TCP or the best defensive members in your alliance in Armory, Barracks, and Medbay. Those are the things that you really just don't want taken down. So if you can stop people at those points, that's a wonderful thing. Despite the fact that Cargo Bay is on the top row, you still do want strong defenses in there such that they're not just going to... Either they have to burn a lot early to get through that because they're going to be walking into Armory next, right? So you want them to burn some key stuff before they get into Armory if possible. But Armory will have those double buffs, so that's... Despite the fact that it's not on the bottom row, you're trading that for it being double buffed, and that can slow the enemy down sometimes. So we really like that. And obviously, you want to stack your defenses pretty heavily in Medbay too. You don't want that going down. But engineering and security don't require the biggest defenses. You want good defenses in there, yes, but nothing horrible. The point of them being where they are is to apply those double buffs to 2 rooms. So they kind of serve their purpose just being where they are. They don't need to hold up for a long time in particular. So, yeah, and Hangar is actually pretty important now. Deflect is a very valuable thing to have when you're attacking, plus the 10% primary stats. It's a good mix of everything. That Deflect can really be undervalued in a lot of people's minds. I've kind of come across that. But after talking with them for a while, we kind of all agree that Deflect is a really big deal, plus the base stats. So it's kind of up there with Cargo Bay as far as importance, and you definitely want to stack some of your strong defenses in there, but not your best. Reserve those for the other 3. And yeah, honestly, that we will. Me and the guy that I collaborated with on this infographic will be coming out with a video here shortly that we will kind of just go back and forth and talk about some of the things that we did to make this, and I'm really looking forward to that. So be on the watch for that video. That will be coming soon. So, but that's about all I have for this War Room strategy video or this infographic, guys. And I appreciate you all tuning in. And until next time, I will catch you later. All right. So that'll be good to put up on YouTube and Twitch, I think. So I'm reasonably pleased with that, I guess. Yeah, at this point we're in war, and this isn't on war for us. We do 2 off, 1 on. But yeah, we feel like it's just kind of the best way to not burn our members out, but still be competitive and have fun and win some wars. But we're not trying to, we're not shooting for diamond anytime soon or anything like that. So we're certainly more raid focused than we are now, and that's kind of the nature of my videos recently too. It seems it's just basically all raid stuff. So, but oh man, let me get my drink. Oh boy. Oh, it is really stormy here. It's probably going to rain and thunder. I hope I don't lose power at some point. I don't have a generator yet. Don't let me lose power during stream. Oh my goodness. I'm ready to bury you till I say I won't. So tell me in pieces. Oh my goodness, just fishing around Discord, y'all. Oh, looks like we got a new room available. Let's go for Medbay. This is very interesting. I'm almost tempted to use my symbiotes on this Doom Guardians team. Minerva reviving Doom. That would be a sight, wouldn't it? Well, I don't really like any of that. That is a very big invisible woman. My goodness. Well, we're stacking up here, so I don't really know what beats this team, to be honest. I probably should know that, given the fact that I'm streaming, but I just don't know that off the top of my head. I feel like I could use these guys, maybe? Yeah, like, this should be pretty easy, I hope. I think. We're gonna do it. We're gonna try it. I generally like to reserve X Factor Zemo for YA, but I'm not feeling that this time around, so given what was available to attack, I'm just kind of making some adjustments. Well, that's nice, actually. It's actually really nice. I don't want to use this copy just yet. So we actually did land everything on Red Guardian, which is kind of nice. I really hate that they're just going to absolutely wallop him like that. I feel like I need to get defense up onto everybody else, so my goodness, he sure did not crit very much, which is kind of unfortunate. Some crits there. Good damage from Punisher, but nothing lethal yet, so that's good. Looks like he'll be able to get that down onto them, and this should be pretty well over at this point. I'm thinking. Yeah, big damage. Boom! So now would be like when I would want to copy, I think. So, boom. Yep. Nice. Oh, that was really easy. That was probably too small of a punch up, to be honest. That's okay though. All's well that ends well. Still got a victory. Oh, 855 Heroes 4. Hiya. Wow, that's a big Doom Marauders team. I really feel like I can get away with symbiotes on this, but it might be too greedy to assume that my Venom can ability block that stupid Doom as big as he is. I really just don't know if my Weapon X can handle this team. I just don't think they're big enough. I mean, maybe I'm wrong about this. We're gonna see, though, kids. For the fans. for all of the people watching. We'll see. I'm not confident about this, I'll be honest. Not at all. This could go very poorly. We shall see. So, yeah. So if the stun lands... Yeah. Okay. Just going for as much damage as possible. If the target has... Oh my gosh, there's a phantom buff. He didn't have bleed at all. Oh my goodness gracious. Okay, so I think getting that stun onto him was pretty important there. Went ahead and took him down a peg once again, so... Just going to go into him because I feel like he's going to get taunt back at some point. So I really need to target Shang-Chi down though. But it may be too late. Omega Red's already stunned. I don't know that Silver Samurai is going to last the day, which could be just horrendously bad. She is going to clear all this though with that ultimate though. So, you know, maybe there's hope yet. I don't know. Okay, so she just died, but he just killed everybody. Holy cow. Wow. He does a bunch of damage, folks. So thankfully, that also does a lot of damage. But does it do enough to win the battle here? That's the real question. The answer is I don't know. It's going to be really tight. Try and get onto her and smoke him. Yeah, it looks like we actually might win this. So, how about that? There you go. Weapon X versus Heroes for Hire. Nearly a punch across, but with 2 Gear Tier 16 characters on my Weapon X against 2 Gear Tier 16 characters of Heroes for Hire. Seemed to work out okay. And... Omega Red did get stunned and ability blocked and pretty much everything that you could wish didn't happen in that matchup, but they were still able to do it on a punch across. So yeah, got to be pretty happy with those results. Let's see here. I'm going to boost for just a second. I don't really like anything that's showing right now, so... Gonna go ahead and juiced up Medbay. I'm not boosting that Brotherhood team. That's ridiculous. That team will probably get smashed. I don't even understand why Thor is on that team composition, Trent. What the heck? What do I boost here? I mean, I guess, right? And below in cargo as well. It's decent, but not really, man. Guess it is the strongest team. My goodness, another Heroes for Hire team. Can he go 2 for 2? It's going to be 173,000 punch down. I'm going to see if I can get this. I'm so much less confident about this matchup than the one that than the Weapon X team that I just had, so. I wouldn't be surprised if this goes south in a hurry whatsoever. They don't like to let you win 2 in a row, I swear. So she actually did get some. Oh my gosh. He just absolutely destroyed Nebula. Ha! Wow. Man, my team is taking some major damage here. Not good. Well, that's good. You generally can't get that. So the target should absolutely be Shang-Chi here, but, you know. We're going to knock him down below that anyways, so. Just going to use his health pool and try and knock him out quickly. Keep the ability block on him as long as I can, because it's for 2 turns, so. I'll just go ahead and drop Lucas Cagerino. Now that he's taunting, I get the stun down. And it lands on both of them. Joy. Okay, so. I just really hate her, and I want her to have offense down, so. That's what we're going to do with that. Honestly, I'm just going to go ahead and try and take her out as best as I can. I know Shang-Chi's stunned and ability blocked and some other stuff, but I don't know how he just gained taunt through stun, but okay, I guess. Whatever. Now I'm going to refocus onto Shang-Chi here. I think I still have the damage to kill him before he gets to do whatever he does that's so nasty, so. That'll be 1 right there. 1, 2, 3. Yep. So I'm about to roll it on to auto at this point, I think. So we got to knock him down as quickly as possible. So he did heal up his whole team, which is kind of sad, but he's going to get countered by 3 people, and yeah, he's gone. So now to Colleen Wing. She's going to cut everybody up, but she's going to die probably from the counterattack here. Wow. So Nebula's gone. That's a problem. That's not good at all. But I still feel like we should be able to knock her out before that happens. I'm not sure, though. Maybe not. Okay, wow, this looks rough, y'all. Gonna be tight. Yeah. Gonna give some more death proofs to Philovel there. That looked good from everything that I could see. So that'll be a big heal. Nice. That's awesome coming through. So that'll be good. Man, she resists everything. I need to kill him. That defense down is a death sentence for him, and certainly it will be for her. There it is. Wow, and there you go. 2 heroes for hires taken out. 173,000 punch down, and honestly, that was a bit thin. That was pretty, like, there were moments I wasn't sure I was going to win that, so. Unfortunately, that's about what it takes. You can punch across with that team. You just need a really big Nebula. Unfortunately. Wow. I guess I could take out this team. I should have saved Star-Lord. That's all I'm thinking about. So I'm pretty sure this team is going to have no problem with them, and I'm just going to go ahead and burn them to take them out because we need to get through this room. So This is not generally considered to be a good punch down. It's way too high, but I'm going to need all of these characters to beat this team most likely. And so, yeah. I'm going straight on to Doom here. So that will kill him more than likely. Well, I hope we win this. I don't think he actually ults. I think this is actually what Kestrel does to him that's really odd. Because he can't summon bots, he just like refuses to ult when Kestrel's on your team. It's really weird, but like that's how it goes down. Kestrel basically just completely screws up Doom on defense. She's really good to use against him. Silver Surfer and Baron Zemo as well. They can take a turn before him and ability block him if they don't have any way to clear that. That's a good way to do that. But yeah, we just need to blow through medbay and get done with it. Yeah, we'll be at 300 points at that point. Looking pretty good against the Titans, who, won't fall from Plat 3 for this loss, but we definitely have a leg up on them. That's for sure. Kind of seeing if anybody's getting wins. A few combat cancels, actually, and a victory. Wow. Woo! That is a big X-Men team that could not beat this Web Warrior team. Wow. That's pretty gnarly, yo. Woo. Golly. I kind of almost can't even believe that. Oh, yeah, they've really struggled in our med bay. And, I mean, they're about to take it out, too, but what the heck? He lost this? What in the world, bro? What in the world? Oh my goodness. Well, obviously, like, this was just, what the heck? That was pretty unnecessary, too. Wish people would actually watch How to War. Wouldn't that be nice? Wouldn't it be nice to live together? Being in a place where we belong. Wouldn't it be nice? Finally. Oh my goodness. Odd place for a reactor to be. So we just finish this. I really wish I could stream music on here. It's really sad that people are so particular about their copyright issues you can't even play the music on stream. It's really sad. It's a way of the world that I am not fond of. I'm not even going to bother hitting this skilletary team. Yeah, I don't have the personnel or the attacking team to hit that right now. They're too weak for anything I have. But we'll get into some raids after this too. Hopefully get some good clips and stuff to highlight and export. I have to clip this video pretty hard. It's been long. Well, that one got taken right out from under me. I thought about hitting that. Weird team. Big death pool. I just don't understand why you wouldn't be putting that with cloak and dagger. That seems mighty goofy. Mr. Quarter 3, or however you say your name. I actually don't have the team to take that out. I already used mine. Now I gotta wait for one of these other gents to finish them off. I'll get one, maybe two more attacks in, and then I'll roll over to raids and get going through that for y'all. What in the world even is this team, dog? I'm not using this team. Calm down. I'm just weighing my options. Strife is much tougher now. Man, I've kind of used all my big offense teams already. This may be just massive overkill. I'm not really sure. We're just trying to burn through them as quickly as possible. I'm saving some of my weaker teams for the beginning nodes. Whoa. Whoa. Maybe I was wrong about that damage. Oh my goodness, yo. Oh, well, they won't get offense down because of that. That was a little bit oopsies. I'd really rather he just not copy anybody. I think that sounds cool. She'll steal health and blah, blah, blah. Yeah. He'll go ahead and taunt. Yep. You know, strangely, I'm really just not feeling like this was overkill at all, actually. So he is going to get that copy off, and it's going to be on to Bishop. That's not amazing. I'm going to go ahead and just take two of them out at the very least, and so not three, but that's okay. I want to make sure that I kill him with this. There we go. That's good. Yeah, this is probably gonna be pretty cake. I don't. She's gonna rev somebody. She revved the wrong person, so. I feel like his ult cannot miss, but it's not even gonna matter, I don't think. So yeah, it doesn't. You weirdos don't need to boost heroes. True that. Boom. There you go. Easy. Taking a few easy matchups tonight. But these guys don't look to be as strong as some of the other alliances we've faced. So, not really too miffed about that. Looks like we're about to take out security too and move on for that. So, but I'm going to go ahead and roll over to raids. And we're going to just get cracking through that and show you guys probably some bio nodes, I think. And that might be a bad deal. And look at that. As if planned. He's at 49 energy. Wow, they already took bio boss out, so I'll get to go through some skill stuff here. I'll be good. Hopefully the skill boss too, and hopefully I have a decent enough run that you guys can actually see the proof is in the pudding. So this stuff works. And obviously, so this is like the worst thing that can happen because he can dodge that with defense up, so he won't spread it with her, but he didn't, so yeah. Ghost Spider just kind of whacks everybody into the next dimension, so there's that. Yeah, I mean, this is just a killing field too. I mean, pretty much everybody dies here, so. She'll take a turn before she will, so you want to go and just take her out, and then Emma, and then who cares about him? Yeah, just go ahead and attack him since he's got that. I don't need to save this for the boss, so I'm just gonna go ahead and do this. Always be using the specials for these guys as often as possible, just because they get ability energy from Ghost Spider at the beginning of every raid. So just gonna take her out. Take her out. I could have just blinded him, but whatever. He's gonna miss anyways and just get killed. That's actually how easy these nodes are. I don't even know. I took like a little bit of damage with Miles, but that's about it. So kind of sad. So just trudging through these bio nodes that I just don't have the guts to put on auto yet. So for this one, you want to go ahead and clear this and ability block him. Even if you have the boss upcoming, you don't have to worry about spending this here because you'll get it back in time. So I do go ahead and burn his trauma here on everybody just because sometimes the devious little Phyla-Vell gets a turn before I can get that down. So like there. So trauma is actually kind of nice there. It doesn't clear everybody, and you know, it's just really annoying when that happens. But yeah, then you're going to use his basic again. I use Miles' basic so much. It's kind of ridiculous. He's just going to probably die. I'm just going to use his basic. I don't even really see the need to use his ultimate here. Yeah, I mean, I probably should be targeting Phyla-Vell down. It's just, I just don't care about this. Like, it's really not that important to me, so. Clear that on her. And just apply this to everybody again, since we don't have to worry about the boss node. And none of them are ever going to do any damage, so. That's pretty much how that goes. And that will be the end of this node. Voices in my head again, trapped in again. Just gonna go ahead and burn this onto him, because why not? It's pretty nice when you get to play this so liberally when the boss is already dead. You just get to plow through these guys so easily. I mean, look at that dude. He just does nothing. Deflect. Yeah, he just absolutely clapped her. Wow. And when they crit, they do a bunch of damage. When they crit, it'll imagine the Darkhold team being pretty similar to how the Web Warriors are in raids. When they crit, the full Darkhold team will be very similar. They will just always do that, and they will just have massive amounts of damage. So, yeah, here we go. Skill node 1. I've been hearing reports that some people actually use Moondragon instead of Shang-Chi. I did that for a while. I don't know. I actually like Shang so much better. And when Jubilee Blind doesn't land onto him, it's just a killing field. So I don't have to burn Captain Sam's ultimate there. There's just zero reason to do that. This just kills pretty much everybody. So no reason not to just go ahead and use her special. You're not going to gain or lose anything from doing that, so you just might as well take Iceman out. Yeah, you're going to slap him. He hits back, but hey, you know, he's basically not ever going to do anything again, so you should get as much damage onto him as possible before he dies from Black Bolt, so. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and just take this counter too, so he'll die, but that's okay. Yeah, them rhinos do a bunch of damage, man. Don't kid yourself. Bishop can, if he hits onto either one of these two, it's probably kills. Yep. So, yep, Sharon's dead. This Bishop, dude, he causes me so many problems on this node for absolutely no reason. I am going to just save her ultimate. I'm trying to think about the boss node here, but I think I just die. So, yeah. Horrible run again. I'm getting so ticked off with this, I might just be trying Moondragon next. It's just not working. I mean, this is just horrible. Like, yeah, there's a block here, so there's some damage, but he's going to do a ton too. I mean, we're going to live. Let me just save his thing there. Yeah, and he'll get another turn, but we heal, so whatever. Man, I'm going to have to burn 2 heals for this. Feels pretty bad. Oh well. That's kind of the price I pay, though. Like, I just save too much on those nodes. I just shouldn't. I get too greedy and go after rhinos and stupid crap like that. And that's when I pay the piper on those nodes. My goodness, I lost Kestrel and Sharon, dude. Woo! Not a great opener, guys. But I can get through it and heal out, and hopefully I don't have to do the same for this node. Baron Zemo will almost assuredly die. He dies almost every single time that I play this node, so. Oh my goodness, really? So despite the fact that he resisted the initial... Wow. Oh my goodness. This looks rough already because I've gotten no defense downs onto anybody. Yeah, Shang-Chi's ult will be good here, but we're not talking massive amounts of damage because there's no defense downs. Yep, I don't have a choice here. I have to burn stun onto him. So, I'm going to go ahead and take out Negasonic just because I don't like her. She scares me. So that is blockable. Yeah, well, let's see if I can just take out the shield security here and just play this as slow as possible. I'm going to go ahead and just try to get slow onto him. Yeah. Because I'm going to have to play this node a little bit carefully, I think. I'd rather him not just sit there and heal up, but... I'm not going to burn her special here, and that's probably pretty greedy. Hopefully that's not going to cost me my team. My goodness, Wasp does so much damage. He can't miss that, but he's likely going to get a turn. Yeah. I really would have liked to have killed Polaris there before he gets a turn, but doesn't look like that's going to be the case. I'm just going to go ahead and go after him as best as possible and use that ulti. Yeah, that's Captain Sam, probably Sharon, and Baron Zemo dead. Nope, okay. She dodges it. Oh my goodness, yo. This game is just... Wow. This is hilarious. So I'm in no shape to do the boss, obviously, but... I just greeted too hard for this. Man. Yeah, and I just didn't have the right abilities up in the beginning of that either. Not having Kestrel special there really threw a monkey wrench in my plans there. So I'll see if I can heal this out. I really don't think I can though. I think it's going to be too many heals for me, and I don't really want to spend cores, so I'm not going to. I don't think. Yeah, I'm not going to do it. I'm just not in a position to. So somebody else from my alliance can hit it and I can clean it up. Sometimes they just go bad. And I mean, you guys have seen how big my tech team is. It's not for misplaying these nodes generally that I lose them. It's just because like the wrong characters get turns and you just lose characters. It's absolutely insane. Like, and this is supposed to be the premier skill raid team too. Goodness, like they need help already. I mean, they're already falling off too. I can just feel it. So, kind of sad, but it is what it is. So, hopefully you guys are buying tons of that. Tons of the osmium as it comes into the store. I've been on the watch like a hawk for that stuff. Sure haven't been getting a lot of it though, unfortunately. Woo! 27 hundo. Boy. I don't even know if there is blue osmium, but whatever. Man, that's expensive. Not buying this because I just don't have any tech characters right now that I really care about bringing up to that level, so not really concerned about that. Nothing in there worth buying, so I'm just going to roll over and start blitzing, but probably call it from there. We'll have to see. So I'll jump off here and I'll start kind of cutting up this stream and getting it into highlights and getting it exported to YouTube and whatnot, but yeah. Thank you guys for tuning into this. If you've watched this as long as I've been on here, I really do appreciate you. It's been almost an hour now, so it's generally a longer stream than I'll do. But yeah, if you haven't already checked out my Discord, I got lots of stuff in there, and I'm trying to make it a resource that players can use to help them progress through the game, through the use of those infographics and just being able to chat with other people in the channel about problems they have or asking me and whatnot. So, and if you haven't subscribed to my YouTube as well, feel free to do that. That's always appreciated. Any support helps. And yeah, if you guys like what you've seen in the infographics, feel free to let me know. Like I said, I always love feedback. And until next time, I will see you guys later. Thanks so much for stopping in.